evening, sisters, brothers, and I just want to say the CWU was one of the first unions, I think we were probably the first of the major unions to announce our support for Jeremy. And I'm here tonight to say to you that whatever happens, we must firm up that support. We must make sure that we get behind Jeremy as much tomorrow, the week after, and the week after that, until we get rid of the Tories. That is the only way that we're going to get rid of them, by staying true to what Jeremy stands for, has done within the Labour Party. Let me say as well that, for me, the defining and the dividing issue of our time is not Brexit. I say that quite a lot, and I'm pretty passionate about this, because for me, the key issue that brings everything together, and other speakers have mentioned this, I just see it as the growing inequality between the richest and poorest in society. And I see it happening here in the UK, I see it happening in Europe, and I see it happening across the world. And it's the greed of the financial organisations and institutions and the global companies across the world that are fueling the inability of us to come together with a proper strategy to save the planet. You have to tackle those people if we really want to get behind strategies that are going to save the planet. And it's clear that it's the out of control, outrageous breakdown of the fair distribution of wealth through the neoliberal agenda that is fueling the support, not just for the far right, but for mainstream right-wing parties to express and gain support for their racist views, their xenophobic views. And I need to say tonight that as much as we want to be able to deal with the evil of racism, to deal with the evil of racism and all the great work that goes on, we're totally behind that, and we want to take that fight into our own workplaces. You have to defeat the evil of inequality. I'm going to put forward a couple of very simple ideas. This is a festival on ideas, and I've got one for the Labour Party and the Labour politicians. And it's an idea that might seem a bit unusual, but it's very simple. And it's this. I think we should get every CLP in the country, we should get the shadow cabinet, and we should get the NEC of the Labour Party to carry a proposition. Very simple proposition, and it's this. Spend at least 50% of your time talking about what's happening in the UK here today, as well as talking about Brexit.
Yeah.
I think about that very simple proposition that you can take forward an action and move us forward. The second one is really about trade unions, and it's an idea that I've been banging on about for the last few years. Our union has been pushing very, very strongly. And I think there's a different onus on trade unionists and trade unions to deal with some of the problems in the world of work. Not by just seeing it through the context of Brexit, but by what we do again here in the UK to change the balance of forces in the world of work. And we've got this idea. It's a bit sort of, when you're a trade unionist and you talk about solidarity, it's sort of about getting the unions to come together, finally, to put forward an agenda that all trade unionists can get behind. And it's called Fighting for a New Deal for Workers. There's 4 very simple points that I keep pushing, and our union keeps pushing, and that the TUC keeps agreeing to, and all the other unions keep agreeing to. But we've got to do a bit more now. The 4 simple points are: 1, we should have common bargaining agendas across sectors of the economy in this country. where unions can come together and fight against insecure employment, low wages and the exploitation of workers that's been taking place far too often. Two, we should have greater cooperation. We've got 24% of workers in the country who are represented by unions, and sometimes we have something called internal competition on who's going to recruit us. We need to cooperate and find new models of trade unionism that organises workers everywhere. Three, there's a manifesto. TUC are working on this, we're getting traction on this, and I believe that this year you will see this start to develop. One of the things I'm really keen to push is we've got to, as well as slowing down the planning, we've got to slow down the intensification of work that is being driven by those who control technology. And we need to share of that, and workers need to share of that. There's an intellectual argument, there's an economic argument, and there's a well-being argument for all workers in this country to get behind that. And if we fight that properly and put proper limits and share the benefits of technology, we will get thousands and thousands of people joining up to the trade union movement. The last one is we've got to have action. I'm here tonight to promise that irrespective of whether we carry another proposition at the TUC this year on this policy, and we will put that policy down in a very clear way about the type of action that can be delivered. I'm not talking about undeliverable action, I'm talking about deliverable action. I'm here to promise tonight, whether or not the TUC calls that action, the CWU, and I'm sure that other unions will be with us, will do it before the end of this year. Thank you very much.